Welcome to Local Point, your life, your stories, with your host, Chris Piner.
Welcome to Local Point. I'm your host, Chris Piner, and with me in the VTV6 studio is Brent Gilley, who is here to discuss the Vernal Preparedness Expo. And Brent, this is the second annual event?
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about your involvement in the expo.
So I'm a local sponsor based in Home Survival, and we help sponsor it. Julie with Shine Events presents it for us.
Right, Julie May.
Yep.
Our good friends, the May family. They're good people, and she's always involved in
activities and events
and really interesting things. So can you just give us an overview of the Preparedness Expo?
So
what is it?
There's going to be several speakers, and they'll each have specific topics that will be of broad interest for everyone to be able to attend. And you can go Vernal Preparedness.com and see all those lists. But this year we've got a new speaker, Cliff Whitmire. He's a local preparedness expert. He's been teaching classes for years.
Right.
What's unique about Chris is he lives it. Cliff Whitmire.
Right.
He lives it. His whole lifestyle, his family is just prepared, and he's got some unique things to talk about.
Some good insights.
That's beyond. You know, most of us are used to 72-hour kits and 1 year supply or these gadgets. He's kind of expert enough that he's past all that, and he's going to be talking about the next level of some of it, just personal health and some security issues.
Right. And I know Cliff and Pam, and they are good people. I imagine one of the benefits of having someone local is that it's preparedness for this area. He could even speak to the local area. I love that you have someone local. So overall, preparedness for what?
Different people prepare for different things. Some people, just 72 hours, or if it snows in for a week, they just want food in the pantry. Some people, it's a weekend getaway. You can prepare for that. You've got a little more extreme where you're worried about the economic collapse. You're worried about the apocalypse, the second coming. There's going to be some turmoil. So those are reasons.
Preparedness all across the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from light to serious to extreme. And we didn't talk about the dates. When is the expo happening?
January 27th, just coming up really quick. Saturday, it starts at 8, and through pretty much the whole day of Saturday.
And will this be in Vernal? Where will
Vernal Conference Center. It's $10 tickets you can get online at vernalprep.com, or you can come down to the store at Base and Home Survival. They're $10 now. At the door, it'll be $15.
Wonderful. So there are going to be speakers, and there will also be. Is there a floor?
Several venues. So yeah, several distributors and venues, and people talking and demonstrations of what can come into play for every scenario that you can imagine.
What time does the expo begin?
8 in the morning.
8 in the morning, and how long does it go?
I think 4. I didn't.
Till 4?
Yeah.
So obviously,
maybe 5.
For a preparedness expo, be prepared, get your tickets early. And there are benefits to it as well. You'll save some money, but the tickets will be available at the door as well. If you don't mind paying a little bit extra, we're running the risk that tickets are sold out. But it sounds like a great event.
Find room.
There's always plenty of room.
Yeah,
always plenty of room around you. So that is a good thing.
It was very packed last year. Really good response.
And is that why you're doing another? Was it based on the popularity and the demand of coming again? So it may very well be an annual event.
Yep,
and you can say that you were with it from the very, very beginning. Well, I appreciate the information. We're going to talk a little bit more about the expo, maybe some more specifics, and we'll again hit the dates and how to get tickets, and we'll be right back after this message. Stay tuned.
The Vernal Area Chamber wants to add your business in our network. Create change with various committees. Participate in community events and have a strong business resource behind your company's goals. Learn more at vernalchamber.org.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
Welcome back to Local Point. Before the break, we were discussing the details of the second annual Vernal Preparedness Expo. I'm joined here today with Brent Gilley. And Brent, you are a sponsor, and are you also involved in the organization of the event?
Just sponsor each year, and we hope to keep this going year after year. This is the second year.
Do you have any idea? Was it held about the same time?
January.
Last year,
kind
in
of
January.
An off time, which is kind of unique. People can
That makes
have
it
the time.
good. That makes it good instead of competing with other events.
Right.
And you mentioned in the first half that the expo last year justified another one.
Yeah, it was well attended. Much more than Julie or I's thoughts. So it's.
I know I had opportunity to talk with Julie just a little bit, and she was asking again on social media for those who would be interested in attending another one. It seemed that the response was quite overwhelming. So if you missed the expo last year, and this is something that interests you, well, here it is again. You have another chance, and just maybe something that happens on an ongoing basis based on interest.
It helps keep us focused. You know, sometimes we get complacent and we don't continue our goals. And what I would recommend people that come to this event, bring a paper and pencil. The impressions that come to your mind, jot them down.
Jot them down while you feel they're interesting or important to you. That's
and
a great.
Reflect on them and do it. Just do it.
Put it into action. Put it into practice.
It's a little different for everybody, so that's why whatever you get out of the expo, whether it's the vendors that are showing you their products, or if it's just the speakers giving you ideas, just jot it down and take it with you.
The best way to take something away from the expo is to incorporate it, right? Yeah. Write it down and then actually live it. Now, when when is the expo happening?
It's the 27th of this month, Saturday. Starts at 8 in the morning. Saturday,
the 27th of January at the Uinta Conference Center.
Same as last year.
Very good. Now, for those who want to buy tickets, how should they do that?
Vernalprep.com or Basin Home Survival. $10.
And that's your business. That's your company. So they can actually come to your business and buy them from you there or online. Vernal.
We even have discounts. Buy some products and you can get some free tickets.
Hey, now that's the way to thank a sponsor. And actually, you mentioned to me off camera, there are a lot of sponsors that have helped to bring this about.
40 vendors will be there.
About 40 vendors, all of them adding a little bit to this. We don't have time to mention all of the sponsors. There is another major sponsor we can mention.
Our local LNG group, the Liquid Nutrients group, is there.
If you have a chance to take a look at those sponsors and thank them for helping to bring about this event, that goes a long way. And also buying from them. If they're a local company, we love to support our local businesses. Come into the shop and pick up some things. And he said you can get a discount, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Some people just come in and browse with ideas, and I encourage that.
Is this the type of thing that you sell? Do you have a lot of things that are preparedness related?
Yeah. Oh, almost all of the stuff.
That is
a little bit of it, but not as in depth as what they show.
Now, for what type of person is the expo?
18 and older is recommended. Networking is a good benefit for going. If you kind of rub shoulders with like-minded people, be able to see new things.
Learn from them and have somebody that you can ask questions when they arise outside of the expo. The networking is always so valuable. So it's really for anyone, and you do have a recommended age of 18 and up. And then what is a person going to leave this conference with? What do they hope to learn or gain
if they bring
from it?
that paper, they're going to be better prepared for whatever that prompting comes to their mind that I probably should do a little better in this area, and you'll get ideas of how to do that. People prepare for a lot of different things. The apocalypse, or the zombie. The zombie one's a funny one to talk about. But still, if you're preparing for those things, it filters right down to everything that's at this event. So it's not just for those type of preppers. It's for just somebody with a 72-hour kit. Maybe that's the simple start, or a car preparedness kit. That seems to be the common thing to talk about.
Being prepared in the case that you need.
I like
help.
to have people, and I've done this experiment, one weekend, turn the water off, turn the electricity off. You can keep the breakers, you can keep it on the fridge, or the key things, but try it out.
See if you
how
can
it is.
make it
No
in the
power,
event
no
of...
water for a weekend.
Oh, that's good. That's got me thinking.
Challenge a friend. That's what happened for me. I got challenged to do it, so we had a challenge.
And you did it. And realized there are a few things that I could do. Yeah. Well, Brent, thank you for coming and talking to us about the Preparedness Expo. Once again, it is Saturday, January 27th at the Uinta Conference Center. Get your tickets in advance on
vernalprep.com.
Or
Basin Home Survival.
In person.
Vernal.
Thanks again for coming, and thank you for watching Local Point. Stay tuned for this week's community calendar.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
The Vernal Area Chamber wants to add your business in our network. Create change with various committees, participate in community events, and have a strong business resource behind your company's goals. Learn more at vernalchamber.org.
Hello once again, my friends in the Uinta Basin and beyond. Welcome to this week's community calendar, brought to you as always by the Vernal Area Chamber of Commerce, building commerce one member at a time. Hey, Bob Peterson from UB Tech. I love Bob. He's such a good guy. He has some words regarding their career summit. Take a look.
The Uinta Basin Technical College's first annual Career Summit will be taking place Thursday, January 11th at the Roosevelt UB Tech campus and Thursday, January 18th at the Vernal campus. Both events will begin at 5:30 p.m. and will continue until 7 p.m. The summit will showcase UB Tech's programs and instructors and employers, showcasing the worth of technical education in the workplace. Registration and scholarship personnel will be there to answer any questions, along with participation from sponsoring agencies like Division of Workforce Services and Vocational Rehabilitation. Utah State University will also be there and host a booth talking about the importance of stackable credentials at both of our institutions. At 6:30 p.m. there will be a panel discussion comprised of area employers who will answer questions regarding their workforce and what they look for in an employee. They will also cover topics valuable to a younger age audience on how to prepare for a career. Our very own culinary arts program will be represented and will be serving scrumptious appetizers during the event. Don't miss out on this educational event at the first annual UB Tech Career Summit, Thursday, January 11th in Roosevelt and Thursday, January 18th in Vernal, beginning at 5:30 p.m. Also, the Custom Fit program, located at UB Tech, works with Utah businesses of every size, providing 40% funding assistance for approved training, technical training, safety certifications, leadership and management skills, development, and more. So applying is very simple. If you're an organization out there needing training needs for your employees, contact us. We need basic contact information, a brief description of the company and training that your employees will engage in, and the costs. the company signs a one-page agreement stating that they agree to pay their 60% share of the training costs. This is a wonderful opportunity for organizations to train their employees on what best fits their needs. Thank you.
Great information. Thanks, Bob. And really nice tie. I like that. Okay, let's get into this weekend's schedule. Starting Friday, January 12th, we're going to start with high school basketball. Tabiona is playing Manila live at 7 p.m. You can watch that on Roku, Facebook, Cable Channel 6, or VTVChannel6.com. Now on to Saturday, January 13th, Ashley National Forest is holding a public workshop. This is to learn about the history and trends of wood product supply and the challenges facing that supply. We all use wood. It's important. So to attend, you are required to RSVP, and their event can be found at eventbrite.com. That's where you go to register for that thing. This is all, of course, is happening at the UNA Conference Center from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay, let's move on to next week, January 15th through the 21st. Monday, January 15th. Hey, it's Martin Luther King Day. This is an important day. Your kids are probably going to be reading or listening to the I Have a Dream speech. If you haven't listened to it recently, it's a great one. Civil rights, important for all of us. Okay, Tuesday, January 16th, another high school basketball game happening. VTV6, of course, providing live coverage starting at 7 p.m. It's Utah Military versus the Duchesne Eagles. Utah Military. I mean, is that like ROTC? I don't know. Oh, I just went away. There I am. Watch it at VTVChannel6.com, Roku, Facebook, and Cable Channel 6. On to Wednesday, January 17th now, UNA Basin Water Summit happening at the Grace Event Center in Roosevelt. You can register online at eventbrite.com. There's that URL again. You can hear the latest developments on water issues facing Utah. And of course, that's kind of a big deal. We haven't had a lot of snow. Ooh, but there might be a chance of it coming up here. So I'll tell you about that in a second. Thursday, January 18th now, UB Tech, we just heard from Bob Peterson, Career Summit at the Vernal campus. This is going to be from 5:30 to 7 p.m. You can learn new material that you need to know to move into your next career. And then also on Thursday, there's a financial recovery workshop. It's a free event happening at the UBAG office in Roosevelt or at the UNA County Library in Vernal, and that happens from 5:30 to 7 p.m. To register for that, guess what? Go to eventbrite.com. That's apparently the new place to register for everything. On Friday, January 19th now, oh, I'm so excited for this. Vernal Theater Live, presenting Steel Magnolias. Do you remember that movie? Did you see the movie Steel Magnolias? Well, they turned it into a play, and Vernal Theater Live is putting it on. It is going to be running 19th, 20th, 22nd, 25th, 26th, 27th. Basically, you're going to start Friday, Saturday. It's not on here, but they're going to be doing it. And then the next week, you're going to have Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, a chance to see them all. I've watched some of the rehearsals, and these ladies are hysterical. They're so funny and so good. It's a moving show. Go out and see it. Okay, let's move on to this weekend's weather. So we've got some changes, very, very small changes. I mean, your weekend highs are going to be averaging right around 40 degrees. You're going to be high 30s, low 40s. You're going to see that we do have a little bit of cloud cover. There's always just a slight chance of precipitation. We get that every once in a while. You might be out in Naples and go, wow, we got some rain. It's January, we're getting rain. But again, that might change. As we look into next week, it's funny because our highs go up just a little bit. We get into the mid-40s right here Wednesday, Thursday period of time. Your lows are still going to be in the high teens to mid-20s. And then Friday, there's still going to be some snow. I can't believe it. This is the first time we've had snow on community calendar the entire year. Well, I mean, except for last winter, right? Since summertime, this is the first time that it's happened. Now, it's only a 30% chance, which means that the snow we're going to get is going to be just a little bit. We'll probably see exactly what we've seen recently, especially with these temperatures, which means it's going to cover the ground for a few minutes, then it's going to turn into look like it rained. But still, something better than nothing, right? Small favors. Okay, let's look at some events you can get the family out to. Starting what? January 25th and 27th, you got Roosevelt Winterfest. And maybe they'll have actually a little bit of snow for their winter vest. Not winter vest. Winterfest. Okay. We'll tell you more about that next week's community calendar. Also, the Preparedness Expo. We've been telling you about this for like 2 months now, happening January 27th at the UNA Conference Center. The Repertory Dance Theater is going to be performing January 27th at the Roosevelt Junior High. And lastly, on February 3rd, it's the Women's Day Out. That event is happening at the UNA Conference Center. All of these things, of course, you'll see more on Local Point as well as here on Community Calendar. So if we've missed anything, if you've got an event that you would like up here then please contact us. You can call us at 435-781-1902, or you can always leave a comment below if you're watching this on social media. Thank you for watching. Like VTV6 on Facebook. We'll see you here next time.